we supposed to find anything in this damn sand and wind? It's a right travesty, it is. Dr. Sutton, you must believe it is out here. I know it. I know it is. We must just keep digging. We are so close. If we have to dig any more, I swear to God, I'm going home, Connor. I'm going... Wait a minute. I think we found something. Connor, come look at this. My God, there it is. We have found it, Sutton. We are going to be rich men. We have found it. Keep digging, everyone. Come over here, keep digging. Right in this spot. And they said it was not here. Wait till they see now. Keep digging. Dig.
Bards of the Badlands present The Necropolis, a 7th edition Call of Cthulhu scenario written by Leigh Carr, part of the Gateways to Terror collection by Chaosium, featuring Johannes Schumacher as Professor of Languages, Dr. Richard Hartmann, Thomas Bruchman as Archaeologist, Dr. Karl Schwartzberg, and Evan Hubbard as your Keeper of Arcane Lore. Part 1. Captivating opportunity. Dr. Schwartzberger, you received a random letter from, I wouldn't say a close colleague, but somebody in a similar field with whom you have had discussions in the past. The letter is marked from a Dr. Sasha Karner, who you do know from the old country of the land that is Deutsch. And the letter reads, Dear Dr. Schwartzberger, after years of research, countless digs, and endless ridicule from our colleagues, I have finally done it. I have discovered the tomb of the Guardian. You may find it peculiar that I am writing to inform you of my find, but other than my longtime friend, Dr. Gerald Sutton, you were the only one to not mock my theories and my pursuits. On the contrary, you offered insights and theories of your own which actually helped guide me in the right direction. It is because of this kindness that I wish to extend to you my half of the claim to the site. I have evacuated the tomb with the aid of a crew of locals here in the city of Luxor, just across the river from the Valley of the Kings. It's amazing how enthusiastic the people here were to help with the dig. I had to turn away volunteers once word got around that I was hiring for such a purpose. Sadly, if this letter has reached you, it means that I have met my end before I could properly publish my findings. As you may recall from our last meeting all those years ago, I had received a rather grim diagnosis. Though my hopes and spirits remained high, the illness persisted and worsened. Reaching the pinnacle of my career and discovering what I had long sought had become a race against the disease, A race that, as you are now fully aware, I did not win. A letter containing the coordinates of the site will be waiting for you at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. My research assistant, Dr. Leigh Ibrahim, will present it to you upon your arrival. Simply show her this letter as proof of your identity. This gift is meant for you and you alone. You may of course bring with you a team of your choosing to complete my life's work. My dear friend Dr. Sutton knows to offer full access to any and all discoveries he may have made during my passing, and will happily accompany you to the site should you desire him to do so. I wish you to enjoy all the rewards that come with such a discovery. All I ask in return is that you let the world, along with my naysayers, know that I was right and that I found what they could not. May your travels be safe, and I will see you again on the other side. Yours most sincerely, Dr. Sasha Karr. So, basically, he's giving you full access to this tomb that he found. You simply need to get your affairs in order and make the ocean liner trip to Cairo from Boston, where you have your offices and do your research. And you are free to bring along whoever you may wish, hopefully our other player here. But the choice is yours.
I'll definitely call Richard Hartmann.
Very good.
Professor of languages. I will definitely need his advice when it comes to the language.
Dr. Hartmann, do you accept this invitation?
Of course.
Very well. Well, as it is an ocean liner trip intercontinentally, it does take you, it's a nice brisk journey of 9 days from Boston to the coast of Egypt. And after a 4-hour drive on your final day of travel, you both arrive at the esteemed Egyptian Museum in Cairo. And you are looking for his research assistant, Leigh Ibrahim. So, you enter the museum.
Nice to see all those statues and all this work. Again, long time no see you here in Cairo. What do you think?
This is very exciting. I dreamed of going to Egypt for a very long time now, and I think this might be it. This might finally be it. I might be working on hieroglyphics, and I will be part of a major discovery.
Oh yeah,
I can feel it.
That's my plan too. So there's a big investment behind that.
It is?
It is. So
Yes.
It must be our goal to discover the treasure, the tomb, and to bring the great news to the world as soon as possible. Can't wait.
You are approached by a member of the staff here at the museum, and they inquire as to what it is your business may be, because you're clearly not patrons of the museum by your action and your demeanor. You look like professors and doctors. Like I don't know. You got a nerd vibe about you, I guess, that they could sense.
Oh, that sand.
Really gets into the lungs.
It does.
I assume you informed them that you were searching for.
Definitely.
They direct you in the correct path towards Dr. Carner's office and research lab. And you enter and you see a very well put together woman in her, I'd say, late 30s. a woman of Egyptian descent by the look of her. And she looks up from dusting off what looks like a piece of pottery, perhaps with some hieroglyphs or some other type of symbol upon it, and she looks up as you approach. Oh, hello. How may I help you, gentlemen?
Good day, ma'am. We are searching for Leigh.
Yes, I am Dr. Ibrahim. How can I help
Leigh
you?
Ibrahim.
He tends to forget his manners.
Yeah.
Hartmann.
Sorry.
Richard Hartmann.
Yeah. Dr. Karl Schwartzberg. I'm sorry. I'm so enthusiastic.
Schwartzberger, you said?
Yes.
I see. The late doctor spoke quite highly about you. I assume you received his letter?
Yes.
May I trouble you? Sorry, I just... This is a very major discovery he has made, and I can't just simply hand it over to anybody claiming to be a Schwartzberger. So many as there are here in Cairo. But may I see the letter?
Yeah, sure.
And perhaps a piece of identification? All right, everything seems... Okay, yes, everything seems well enough in order. And Dr. Hartmann, you are an associate, are you?
A partner.
Yeah, he's my
partner.
partner.
Oh, I see. I do forgive my assumption. Very well. I'm happy to see that his work will be continued. It's really quite tragic that he and Dr. Sutton got so close to their goal, only to be cut short before the finish line. It was...
What actually happened?
Well, as you know, Dr. Connor was not well. So he was, dare I say, a bit impulsive in his decisions and wanting to complete the excavation before his departure by medical means. There was, as there often is, a terrible sandstorm during one of the early days of the excavation. They managed to uncover, I believe, a tomb door, mostly, still, I believe, somewhat buried, but there was a sandstorm, and he was eager to get to it and not lose a day of labor. So he, apparently, from what I was able to discern from the locals and the investigating team that went to try and rescue the good doctors, he tried to bribe the workers into braving the dangers, and he, well, as I hear it, he and Dr. Sutton charged into the sandstorm and were not heard from again.
Oh my.
Yes, the investigating team were not able to find any bodies, though the sands can take an individual in the blink of an eye, and the workers were not willing to go out. None of them went out with the doctors, so none of them came back with any sort of information about their whereabouts. They just gave us this tragic tale of their headstrong ways and their early departure, and it's really
So I lost another very good,
a brilliant mind,
lost
senselessly before his time. So, do you have anything you wish to ask of Leigh beyond what the information she has given you? She's presented you with a letter with the